Nigeria and Japan strengthen strategic partnership at 3Pm summit. National Primary Healthcare Development Agency engages traditional rulers on successful measles rubella vaccination. And disability advocates deepen partnerships, conversation on disability inclusive access to transportation. Hello and welcome to the news desk at 3 on NTA News 24. We're live in Abuja. I am Dennis Adegunloye. Nigeria and Japan have agreed to strengthen bilateral cooperation focusing on energy, agriculture, infrastructure and the digital economy. The commitment was made during a meeting between Nigeria's Foreign Minister Yusuf Tuga and his Japanese counterpart Takeshi Iwaya on the sidelines of the 3Pm summit. Tuga highlighted Nigeria's economic reforms to attract investments. The ministers also discussed regional security and enhanced multilateral cooperation. The Foreign Affairs Minister invited his counterpart to Nigeria and proposed a new strategic partnership framework to guide future relations. The National Assembly has prioritized issues of security, the economy, education and health in the implementation of the legislative agenda of the 10th Assembly. This was revealed at the unveiling of the first session 10th National Assembly Deliberative Barometer and Policy Focus Report by the Erudite Growth and Advancement Foundation. Speakers at the event stressed the need for data-driven legislative governance to enhance transparency and accountability.
It becomes important for us to now track how the lawmakers are using their voices and legislative privileges to reflect citizens' aspirations, national development priorities, and other key important indicators.
For this kind of an intervention, there should be a stream of funding that will be available from government to help in developing structures and systems like this, because they eventually also improve governance.
This compels us to constantly raise the standard of representation, lawmaking, and oversight by spotlighting legislative outputs.
To understand the impact of legislative active action and ensure that lawmakers remain responsive to the needs and aspirations of the constituents in the country.
The Benue State House of Assembly has suspended 4 of its members for a period of 3 months following the purported attempt to impeach the Speaker, Hyacinth Ondona Dajo. The House resolved that the suspension became necessary to serve as a deterrent to other members who may want to denigrate the House in future. Grace Anyalewa Ichekba has more.
The 4 members suspended include Mr. Alfred Bega Mbega Makudi South, Shimawa Emmanuel Vandikia, Siri Ikong Ojutu, and Abu James Umoru of Apa constituencies.
Concerned that barely 3 days after the House adopted resolutions on this matter, on this cause, Honorable Alfred Beja and 3 others went behind to mobilize other members to cause chaos in the House.
I feel so pained that a member of the leadership of the 10th Assembly will be nursing the ambition of becoming a speaker when there is no problem in this honorable House.
Sergeant, move them out of the chamber.
In another development, the House screened and confirmed 4 commissioner nominees. They are Dr. Yama Otese, Michael Oglegba, Frederick Ikian, and Opi Menase Alumo.
Honorable Yama Otese is confirmed. Michael Oglegba confirmed. Frederick Ikian confirmed. Honorable Opi Alumo Menase confirmed.
Also at plenary, a bill for a law to make provision for the establishment of skills acquisition training centers in the 3 senatorial zones by member representing Ohimini constituency, Sir Ochekliye Agbo Isaac, with 2 other reports were presented on the floor of the House. In Makudi, Grace Anyalewa, Ichepa, NTA News.
President Bola Tinubu extends his deepest condolences to the families of the deceased, the people of Malumfashi, and the Katsina state government over the killing of worshippers. The federal government has vowed to hunt down and bring to justice the perpetrators of the heinous killings. And the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, in a statement said security forces are already on the trail of the criminals and no stone will be left unturned until they are arrested and held accountable for their actions. He assured Nigerians that justice will be swift and decisive and that such acts of terror will never be allowed to take root in the country, and described the act as not only an assault on the people of Malumfashi but also on the shared humanity and values of the nation. In other news, the ongoing review of the 1999 Constitution provides a unique opportunity to find answers to questions surrounding the constitutional roles of traditional rulers in nation building, and as such, should be explored. First Lady Oluremi Tinubu stated this during an interactive engagement with traditional rulers and religious leaders in Lagos. State House correspondent Adeniyi Taiwo reports.
Lagos, where she once served as a governor's wife, is always home for Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu. On this occasion, she is here to engage traditional rulers and religious leaders, 2 stakeholders critical to nation building, on the activities of our Renewed Hope initiative, and then to listen. What should be their constitutional role in an emerging Nigeria, and how to realize it is the big issue that the traditional rulers, through the Ayogbunre of Ikorodu, Oba Adewale Shotobi, brought to the meeting alongside other demands.
We request for greater partnership and collaboration with the nation and international institution organizations in building structures, food market, and logistics hub to combat the menace of food insecurity and to improve the well-being of our citizens.
Acknowledging their demands, including the desire to see the 37 LCDAs in the state recognized and included in the Constitution, the First Lady highlighted the ongoing review of the 1999 Constitution as one of the ways forward.
They are the ones to take certain of these demands to the National Assembly, so that when they are having constitution amendment, we can look into it, but we'll start lobbying for that. So, because we know how legislation is, it takes a long process. But you know, we hear you, and we thank God that the person who proposed it is now the president. So I believe that whatever it takes, before the end of this administration, I think God will move on that.
Past, ongoing, and planned interventions of RHI to empower women, the girl child, and youth in key areas such as agriculture, health, education, and economic empowerment also featured in the interactive session, with the First Lady enlisting the support of state governors and other leaders for broader and sustainable impact.
And with HPV, I know all the KBCs know about that. We have to give our children this vaccine to prevent cervical cancer. Encourage people in your domain. It doesn't cause infertility. It's just a myth. Please help us promote that. It will save a lot of lives.
Our religious leaders, this government prioritizes everything you're doing for us and your intervention in all spheres of life.
As part of our activities while in Lagos, the First Lady will empower 700 women in the Southwest Zone in partnership with the Sustainable Development Goals Office. In Lagos, Adeniyi Taiwo, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the renewed Hope Initiative Food Outreach Scheme has donated food items to vulnerable women and groups in Lagos State. First Lady Oluremi Tinubu, who was represented by wife of the Vice President Nana Shettima, noted that apart from the renewed Hope Initiative, there are plans to launch other economic programs this year. Adiola Kamiakere reports.
This was the atmosphere that greeted the First Lady Oluremi Tinubu, who was represented by the wife of the Vice President Hajia Nana Shettima. The items include bags of rice, cartons of pasta, bags of sugar, soya oil and semovita. The Renewed Hope Initiative Lagos State Coordinator and wife of a state governor, Dr. Ebijoke Sanwo-Olu, said the program, which has made significant impact across the geopolitical zones of the country, will also make a huge difference in the lives of beneficiaries of the state.
It will also empower those groups through economic empowerment and social investment programs with the aim of fostering a culture of community engagement and support for those in need.
Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu appreciated Hajia Nana Shettima's loyalty to the First Lady, stating that RHI is not just a household name but a signpost and footprint of what purposeful leadership is about.
We are a great supporter of this initiative. We are a keen supporter of this initiative. This is what Mr. President is all about. He's a man of the people. He's a man that ensures all of the people that are here, they are a product of Asiwaju. That is the person that they know. He's one that taught us that the only means of purposeful governance is to touch the grassroots.
The national chairman, RHI, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, in her speech read by Hajia Nana Shettima, said this act of kindness has been made possible through the generous support of 2 donors who have committed to supply 2 trucks load of food items to the initiative every month.
We will launch the SDG/Renewed Hope Initiative Women Empowerment Program for the Southwest Zone here in Lagos State, which aims to equip women with tools such as freezers, cookers, ovens, and generators to start or grow their existing businesses. In addition, on Monday, 25th August, we will also launch the Renewed Hope Initiative and Tony Elimelu Foundation Women Economic Empowerment Program, which will provide 50,000 naira to 500 women in each state and FCT.
The initiative has continued to receive commendation.
This feed is known to her. She's very conversant with the feed, and what she knows how to do is to help the people.
And any state that is tall, you will know say they always do good.
Now, the Renewed Hope Initiative Social Investment Program Food Outreach Scheme of the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has been lauded by many who advise the beneficiaries to use the food items to bless their families and not to sell them. In Lagos, Adeola Komiakere, NTA News.
This is News Desk at 3 on NTA News 24. More reports in a moment. Stay with us.
Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
This is NTA News 24.
Welcome back. The PDP Governors Forum meeting has ended in Zamfara State with a renewed commitment to reposition the party. The governors elected on the platform of the PDP met at the Government House, Gusau, Zamfara State, chaired by the forum's chairman and governor of Bauchi State, Bala Mohammed, along with the PDP acting national chairman, Ambassador Umar Damagum, and was attended by the host governor, Dauda Lawal of Zamfara State, governors Agbu Kefas of Taraba State, Amadu Umaru Fintiri of Adamawa State, and Ademola Adeleke of Osun State. Others are Senator Doye Diri of Bayelsa State and Sheyi Makinde of Oyo State, as well as the Director General of the PDP Governors Forum, Dr. Emmanuel Agbo. Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal expressed delight at hosting his colleagues and described the gathering as a symbol of renewed unity, resilience, and collective commitment to the progress of the party and the country at large. The National Primary Healthcare Development Agency is engaging the traditional institutions in Nasarawa State towards the success of the forthcoming measles rubella vaccination exercise. Victoria Ojito reports that the Director, Health, Education and Social Mobilization of the agency in the state, Mohammed Abubakar Ibrahim, led the team to the palace of the Emir of Lafia.
It is to seek the support of traditional institutions in Nasarawa State, noting that without community participation, the public healthcare sector will not achieve its goal on a healthy society. The director explained that measles rubella is a contagious viral infection that can cause a deafness, blindness, heart disease, brain damage, and even death in children. The disease is a vaccine-preventable one that is administered to children aged 9 to 15 months. The Emir of Lafia, Sidi Bagay Mohammed, who applauded the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency for the initiative, said the state will carry the advocacy down to the grassroots and will ensure caregivers avail their children for the vaccination. The exercise, which is expected to be launched on October 4th, will last for 4 days. In Lafia, Victoria Kaswa Ojito, NTA News.
Officers, men and the special marshals of the Federal Road Safety Corps have been reminded to be mindful of their roads and operate under the ambit of the law while carrying out their responsibilities in order to protect themselves while carrying out their duties. The FCT Sector Commander of the Corps, Felix Theman, and the State Coordinator, FRSE Special Marshal, FCT, reiterated this at the monthly special patrol of the FRSE Special Marshals, while calling on motorists to be wary of the season and drive with caution and ensure that all road safety rules are strictly adhered to.
Mindful of the road, because there are a lot of people out there that may not behave in the manner in which we expect them to behave. So because of that, they are charged to exercise restraint, they are charged to be cautious, they are charged to ensure that whatever they are doing there is within the ambit of the law.
This is what we call a monthly national patrol. This we do every other month. And the essence is to reach to the motorists, to create awareness on their safety while driving on the road. We're all aware that we are the rainy season now, and the rates of crashes, the rate of speed, those who are using the phone, and those who are using the vehicle without the seatbelt, and even the condition of the vehicle. These are the awareness we are bringing forth.
Oyemi Ajayi reports that the Special Patrol is a hybrid activity which includes both enforcement and enlightenment. Group Chief Executive Officer, NNPC Limited, Bashir Bayo Ojulari, wants joint venture partners to leverage the enabling environment and execute executive orders of President Bola Tinubu to unlock the untapped potentials of Nigeria's gas resources to advance government's decade of gas. The call came as the signing of a memorandum of understanding for gas supply agreements in Abuja. Lydia Sampson reports.
In a strategic move to strengthen feed gas supply, NMPC Limited and joint venture partners signed 6 long-term agreements with options for extension in Abuja, a development that aligns with the federal government's Decade of Gas initiative, placing natural gas at the center of Nigeria's industrialization and energy transition agenda.
The enabling environment for business, the desire to support the initiatives of the private sector and businesses is unprecedented. On NNPC side, we are pushing forward and making some adjustment on our side to ensure that we can speed up our ability to fast-track the realization of the benefit of those executive orders. As we sign this agreement today, I believe we now have more people on the table to have constructive dialogues.
It speaks to our strategic foresight, resilience, and our unwavering commitment to secure our place of pride in the global energy market. This is indeed the pride of Nigeria, and we're here today to continue that journey.
Having provided clarity on the enormous potential and impact in changing the gas landscape, it was time to put pen on paper to seal the various agreements. Experts here believe this will help make and showcase Nigeria's resilience, commitment, and testament to what can be done through collaboration. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
Disability advocates are deepening partnerships conversation on disability-inclusive infrastructure and access to transportation, which are critical enablers of human rights, social justice, and sustainable developments for persons with disabilities. Gufan Shaju Gwanyi reports.
The issue in Nigeria is that we don't really consider this group of people when we're making or building houses in Nigeria. And so it's important that we're here today to begin that discussion.
This engagement with stakeholders from the disability community is to engage the National Task Force on enforcement of inclusive practices for persons with disabilities, particularly adhering to Section 9 of the Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Act 2018.
Our desire is that there should be 100% compliance with all the provisions of the law concerning accessibility.
So we hope that with this submission that we are making on behalf of Nigeria, that we are able to create a framework and also a committee that would also oversee the implementation and the enforcement of the accessible housing and also inclusive transport system here in Nigeria.
Consequently, the National Human Rights Commission is established to create an enabling environment for the promotion, protection, and enforcement on the human rights of everyone in Nigeria, including persons with disabilities.
The stakeholders believe this forum will bring attention and application of the section on the transport and housing gaps in the compliance requirements under the Act by individuals and organizations in the society. In Abuja, Gufan Shaji Ugwanyi, NTA News.
Report just coming in says that Benue State Governor Hyacinth Alia says he was not aware and had no involvement whatsoever in the purported attempts aimed at removing the Speaker or in any activities currently taking place in the State House of Assembly. Governor Alia, who stated this while responding to speculation bordering on alleged attempts to impeach the Speaker of the Benue State House of Assembly, Hyacinth Ondona Dajo emphasized that he holds the legislature in the highest esteem and maintains unwavering respect for the rule of law, as well as the principle of separation of powers among the three arms of government. A statement by Tursu Kula, Chief Press Secretary to the governor, said that Governor Alia has consistently responded to communications and resolutions transmitted to him by the House. The statement added that the commitment was demonstrated only a few days ago when he promptly upheld and implemented critical resolutions of the Assembly conveyed to his office. Former Super Eagles goalkeeper and captain Peter Rufai, who died at the age of 62, was laid to rest Friday evening in Lagos. Friends, family members, ex-internationals and some members of the Nigerian football fraternity were at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Lagos, to pay their last respects to the football icon with a valedictory match in his honor. Gift George has details.
Here formally when he wears the colors of Stationery Stores Football Club of Lagos, and so it was a moment of sober reflection as the body of the late former Super Eagles goalkeeper Peter Rufai was led into the Mobolaji Johnson Arena on Nikon, Lagos. For family, friends, and members of the Professional Football Association of Nigeria and other ex-internationals to pay their last respect to the legacy of the late football icon.
It's one of those that deserves to be honored, So we put ourselves together here today to celebrate, one of the most iconic goalkeepers that we ever had in this country. And, a gentleman, had no issues of indiscipline in all the years he played for the national team.
The line-in-state ceremony was held in his honor, which preceded a valedictory football match, which featured members of the Lagos Legends Club and some ex-internationals to celebrate the late goalkeeper.
I've always been a promoter of we celebrating ourselves while we are alive. But unfortunately, Peter Rufai, he was a legend, but he's no more today. But what they have come to do to him here today, I think it's a very good one.
Some of his teammates present once again paid glowing tribute to the football legend who played in 2 FIFA World Cups for Nigeria.
Peter came in at a young age from 1981 till 1998, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, come on now, that's a legend, and this legacy must be intact. We must keep to that. Remember his name and let the government or whoever do something to keep his name alive.
The kind of understanding that was between me and Rufai and Ike is unbelievable. Yet there is a lot of clamor, a lot of stuff, but we are the best. We are always together. We are always helping each other. If I'm keeping there, Rufai will warm me up very well. It will stretch me.
The late Super Eagles goalkeeper Peter Rufai, who died on July 3rd, 2025, has since been buried in Lagos. Gift George, NTA News.
And that concludes the news desk at 3 on NTA News 24. Thank you for watching. I am Dennis Saddigun.